it's really an honor for me to finally meet you and be able to talk. I mean, we're at a stage now where, wild chimps are probably more endangered, I guess, would you agree, than ever? And yet the likes of Steve Wise, who I wrote about recently, and you were on the Non-Human Rights Project board, is petitioning for personhood for a chimpanzee. So where are we? Where are we at this state in time in our relationship with wild animals like chimps?
The big problem with the chimpanzees is that they're vanishing in the wild. I mean, when I began in '60, there were probably closer to 2 million than 1 million. I mean, there were chimpanzees right across Africa in that equatorial forest belt. And today, 300,000 is max. And they are, many of them, in small, isolated, fragmented patches of forest. They have no chance for long-term survival. So their future is in jeopardy, and they're being threatened by deforestation, by the bushmeat trade, and also by the live animal trade, which was, I would say, 10 years ago, we thought we'd stamped it out. But now it seems to have come back, and the young chimps are coming, as I say, to the Middle East, but also to China. One of my ways of tackling these things is through the young people. And that's our Roots and Shoots program, which is now in 140 countries, with young people of all ages, from preschool right through university. And the thing is that when you get young people are very passionate about issues, they're influencing their parents and their grandparents.
So, in the context of the kind of realistically bleak situation that you've described, I mean, now they're increasingly in these non-contiguous, isolated pockets around Africa, numbers drastically going down. I mean, does your optimism, I'm assuming you have some optimism, derive from that kind of activity with younger people in the world in that form of education? Or?
Well, the chimpanzee situation is such that it didn't dawn on me how shocking it was until it was the early 90s, and I was in a small plane. I flew over the Little Gombe National Park, where I've done the chimpanzees now since 1960, and the surrounding country. And I was absolutely shocked, because there was Gombe, a little oasis of forest, surrounded by completely bare, I mean, totally bare hills, which had been forest. And that's when I realized there were more people living there than the land could support. So that led us being the Jane Goodall Institute, into a program we call Take Care or Takari, which is working. It started off with the 12 villages around the Gombe National Park. We're now in 52 villages, moving right out, moving down south where there's still intact forest with chimps. And the people, because they now trust us.
Yes.
And because we brought money in for microcredit loans, education for the children, working with women, working with health, and they themselves have put land aside. And so everything is turning back. We're going back to how it used to be.
Some semblance of how it used
So
to
if
be.
this isn't hope, I don't know what is.